Reborn Souvenir has arrived.
Excuse me? Excuse me, Reborn? What are you talking about? Sombra annoying? What the fuck is wrong with you? Hello? Reborn, come on now. Sombra's one of my mains. I have decided to main her by spite. Also, I love Fitzy here, and he plays her really well, and I think she's fun. Sombra is annoying until you get to play her, and then you realize how fun she is. But also, hello, everybody. Hello, gang. It's-a me. My nose is itchy. I do a pore strip, and then my nose gets itchy, so I think I need to stop doing pore strips. I layer on so much moisturizer afterwards to stop it from being itchy, and yet it just is itchy. Anyways, which sucks. Anyway, how is everybody? Ghostly and Reborn and Aaron, that's it. How is everyone? And also the other people in chat as well, everyone. Lurkers and chatters alike. How is everyone's days going? Orisa is too much fun, but man, I kind of don't like how much she can do. I love Orisa too. I've become tank-wise, I've become a diva one-trick, basically. I play some Sigma, I play a little bit of Orisa, but I'm a diva one-trick now. Love her so much. Hello, Tiny Fox, how are you? And how are you, G Charizard? How is everybody today? I'm feeling pretty good today. I slept in a little, which I know I shouldn't have done, but I had a little bit of a late night last night just because my brain is weird, but it was pretty good. I feel in control of today at least. But you know what, that may change at some point, but I fingers crossed that it doesn't. You be lurking since you're at work? That's alright, Ghostly. We appreciate lurkers as much as we appreciate any other viewer in this stream. In this household, we appreciate lurkers, do not worry. I first played Sombra because sneaky and then played against a Sombra and they just kept going after me. Yeah, that's the whole job of a Sombra. To be sneaky and annoying and to hard focus one character at a time. Sombra, unless she EMPs, Sombra is not a team fight character. Sombra is a one-on-one character. You take on one character at a time as you go along. That's what Sombra is good for. You doing great? That's good, G Charizard. I'm doing alright as well. It's had a rough weekend, but coming out on the other side of it, it's a fresh new week, it's a fresh new day. I've had a fresh new shower, so I'm feeling a little better by now. So, today, we're going to be continuing on with the usual. We're going to be continuing with, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, which, fucking hell, that is a long title. Why are the titles for these games so long? It's very incredible. That makes sense considering she's canonically a no-team Tim, if you will. She's only kind of a no-team Tim. Like, she is affiliated with Talon. She's affiliated with the evil team. However, she is kind of a rogue agent within that team and has a lot of, definitely has a personal agenda that goes against, who she's affiliated with. And I love that for her. She's very morally grey, and I really love the fact that I think she's the only character who really knows that there's something going on behind the scenes. Like, we've got the powers of Overwatch and Talon and Vishka and other, like, companies and stuff. However, there's something deeper than all of them. There's a puppet pulling the strings, and someone wants to find out who it is so she can become that puppet. And I think that's a really fascinating thing about her. I definitely appreciate the good, the neutral characters in the game. Like, my favorite characters would probably be Sombra and Symmetra. And Symmetra is also a very neutral character. I also love Lucio, but Lucio was not originally affiliated with Overwatch, but now he is. And I also like Baptiste, who is also not affiliated with Overwatch, but I think he is now. I'm not 100% caught up on the lore. I need to get more caught up on the lore of the game. What's your VOD of this case? This case reminds me of the third case of the last game with questionable situations, but I still like how each character is designed. The writing is just very poorly aged. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Like, I think the mystery is good. However, the dialogue and the way that, the chef, the owner of the cafe, the way that he's treated, I'm just like, don't like that. Feels weird. But you're absolutely right that I just realized, like, why is it that the third case in each game, or at least the second and third games, are the questionable ones? With the weird themes, like the third case of last game had the weird everyone is in love with the 16-year-old. But then it's like this case is there's just weird transphobic undertones in this one. And I'm just like, okay. You can tell this is an old game. But I'd hope that maybe with remastering, like, the graphics and stuff and updating it for Steam, that they may have changed some of the dialogue to be a little better, but they didn't. And I guess that is how it is. She really only sees Talon as another way to get more information to sell. I don't think she's an information seller. Sombra doesn't sell information. Sombra keeps information and uses it to her own advantage, but I don't think she sells it. She's not some kind of double agent working for a gazillion different affiliations. She's working for herself, for her own power. And that is something that I really appreciate and enjoy about her. I just remembered how much time flies considering Apex Season 14 is almost over. Is it? My gosh, I have not been playing much Apex recently. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch, and then I've been playing Valorant. But I have not been playing a whole lot of Apex recently. I don't know. I like the game, and I can enjoy the game a lot of times, but also a lot of the times it can just get very frustrating to me. I think team versus team sort of games are a lot more enjoyable to me than battle royale games. Especially if I want to take them in like a competitive scene. If I want to be competitive for them. Tomorrow they release the stories from the Outlets for the new Legend. I've heard some hints about the new Legend. Erika Ishii, the voice actor of Valkyrie, they are really excited for the new Legend. She was like, I'm so excited for the new Legend. I think it's gonna be great. And I think that's really cool. I'm excited. And someone who's like a leaker, I think, or a dev, or I think it's a leaker, like an Apex, like a very trusted source of like Apex information and stuff like that, was like, I can't tell you much about the new Legend, but I will give you this picture. And the picture was the trans flag. And now I'm like, oh shit? Trans Legend? That would be very cool. Whether they're like a trans man or a trans woman, I'm so excited for that. Like, we do have Bloodhound, who is non-binary canonically, but it's always great to see more and more representation popping up in these sorts of games. Like, this than Overwatch, but I mean, Overwatch has kind of dropped the ball on the LGBT representation. They've only got 2 characters on the roster right now, while I don't think Valorant has any. Does Valorant have any gay characters? I don't think Valorant has any canonically gay characters. But, Apex has, like, 8 at this point? Like, Apex has Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Bangalore, Mirage, Valkyrie, Loba, Sia, Fuse. And then this new person, this new Legend, will make number 9. Like, that's incredible. Like, that's like a third, maybe even closing in on a half of the Legend roster. And I'm really impressed by that. Okay, also, quick warning, there is an ad coming up in like 5 seconds. So, people who are not subbed, prepare for ad. Sorry about that. We got an ad coming. I tried to snooze it, but the snoozing only like postpones it for like 2 to 5 minutes or something like that. So unfortunately we don't have a lot of way to like snooze the ads, as it were. I haven't opened my chocolate milk yet. I need to get myself hydrated and drinking, because I mean, this is a Ace Attorney game. Although it explains why I wasn't getting any ads. Yeah! Being subbed to the channel removes all ads from the channel. It's one of the many perks of being a part of like the channel and being a subscriber. But absolutely no pressure. I don't have the ads up like super high. I'm not doing that incentive where you want to do like 3 minutes worth of ads every hour. I have like 30 seconds of ads an hour, because I want to like control when I have my ads, but at the same time I don't want it to be a massive amount that inconveniences viewers, because like Also, the revenue isn't worth it. I get like nothing from ad revenue. I get a lot more from subs or even like donations and stuff like that. You're close to the tarot? Ooh, I haven't done a tarot reading in a while. That would be exciting. I need to do a lot more tarot, even if it's like for myself. Because I forget to. Alrighty. Where are we? What we doing? That's not the right one. Is this the right one? There we go. I think it is time to ace these attorneys, baby. So, when we left off on this case, we did all the investigation. Well, not all of the investigations. It's probably that we did the first round of investigations, where a character that we had seen before, a very unlucky policewoman who is now a waitress, has been accused of murder, and she's already been sentenced, and she's already gotten a guilty sentence because she got tricked by a Phoenix Wright doppelganger to represent her in court, and he fucked up and got her the guilty sentence. And I also think he's the murderer. Because she says there was someone else at the table, but no one else thinks there was. But I think there was one, and it was him. But also, what the fuck does the chef, the owner of the restaurant that she was the waitress for, like, what does she have to play in all of this? I am curious. Didn't you do one like last time you did an Ace Attorney stream? I don't think it was last stream, but I think it may have been the Ace Attorney stream before that. It's not terribly often. And I want to do more tarot for myself. Like, I want to do more readings for myself so that I can get more comfortable with the cards and stuff like that, because unfortunately I don't know like any of the meanings to any of the cards, and I know I need to study that more. And hopefully this is what the Channel Point Redeem like will do, if that makes sense. Yeah. Recipe for Turnabout Part 2. January 7th, 1948, 9:48. It's not that long ago. I forget what voice I gave this girl. What voice did I give this girl? Oh, I see. I should have expected something like this. I'm gonna make it that, because I can't think of anything else. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Maggie? Oh! Ah! Detective Gumshoe! Are you doing all right? How are you feeling? As if you need to ask either question, sir. Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you! Yes? You better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious. Damn. Now, arrest me on what grounds, Gumshoe? Being a shitty lawyer? I don't think you can arrest me on that. I mean, you probably could get my qualifications revoked, but I don't think you can put me in jail for it. It's a shame our victim was a cyan. We could have asked him the doppelganger's power level. What is that a reference to? I feel like I'm missing something there. Hey, detective! You're on our side for once, right? Yup. So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Do we want to? If he's on our side, why do we want to point it out? Dragon Ball Z? I have never seen Dragon Ball. I have never watched a single anime. Except for, like, Pokemon. But a lot of people think Pokemon doesn't count. I personally think it counts. But I've heard a lot of people don't. Okay, we're forming... Oh.
Hi, happy 4 months. How is everyone?
Steven! Hello! Thank you so much for the sub! Resub! Sorry, 4 months? Damn. 4 months. That's... Thank you so much. I'm doing good. How are you doing? You having a good day, Steven? Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. Yeah, there's no way it's gonna go smoothly today. This is Ace Attorney. Does anything go smoothly in this game? I don't think Phoenix Wright knows what the word smooth means. Does it even exist in this timeline, this plane of existence? Good work, chugging along, having a nice lunch break. Ooh, what you having for lunch? I had a banana, and then I had a like little chocolate pastry. And I'll probably have like a yogurt after stream as well. I'm trying to keep track of my food intake because I often forget to eat, and that's not good. So I want to keep myself like sustained and make sure I know when to eat, because my brain doesn't comprehend it sometimes. Smooth is not in the lawyer vocabulary. Exactly. Nothing goes smoothly in this game. I've got a Turkish roll with chicken and gravy. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make that noise. I'm clicking open and shut my AirPods case, and I realized that you can probably hear it on the mic. Sorry. I will stop doing that. I need something else to stim with. I'll stim with my squishy bunny. Court time! Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, cup of coffee. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Ah! What's wrong? Nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's talking to me?" It was a little, well, intimidating. Oh, Raw, you think I'm intimidating? Maybe we need to keep going on like that to get the judge on our side. The only thing smooth in this game is finding trouble and getting into said trouble. Yeah, exactly. Actually, the only smooth thing about this game is the judge's bald head. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godo, your opening statement, please. Oh, fuck, what am I doing on my phone? Oh, fuck, what am I doing on my phone? I'm fucking shit up. Wow. There we go. Better now. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. When are we gonna find out why he hates me? We're halfway through the game and we still don't know. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godo, please summon your first witness. Ooh. Gumshoe! Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Oh, good job, dude. You'll find out what Godo's deal is soon enough. Well, I want it to be now. I'm gonna be a whiny little baby. I want the full story. Ah, sip, bitch. Other way around, detective. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday. Sir, since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Potassium cyanide poisoning between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Then here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. Poison banana? Yeah, apparently. I'm assuming we're gonna find out Godo's backstory and lore in one of the late episodes, like we learned Edgeworth's later one. Probably. We probably will, but I am impatient, and I want it now. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Blueprints of the crime scene. Thank you. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. Testimony time! That's some strong poison. It is. He keeled over immediately. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understood that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup, and what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Ms. Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. Now what does Do you want to get poisoned? I can do that for you, Godo. I'll do it. No hesitation. Fuck you. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood? I already told you that wasn't me! God, this Freddy Phoenix sounds like a dick. Alright, we press. Can I stop you for just a minute? Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And Oh. What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. Their 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Well, you all know me. We gotta press harder, shall we? Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at tribulations, right? I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket. It's more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime... How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? Ah! I mean, there's a whole divider in between. That man could easily just fake being there. Or fake not being there. Hide. That's the word, hide. I don't know my words. This Godo guy is so extra, I love it. He is a caffeine addict, and he is dramatic as hell, and I hate him and I love him. It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. How is that clear? There was a divider right there. It was hiding like half of the table. I don't see this logic. You understand that the guy was listening to the radio at the time. Press! He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah. He had a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Why do they keep asking me to press more? We always press more. And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? How should I know? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? And then we continue with the testimony. He's my favorite character out of the entire Phoenix Wright series from its design for other reasons I can't say due to spoilers. Ooh. Oh, well, now I'm very interested, geez, Charizard, to see what this guy's backstory is. I need to know. I just spilled chocolate milk on my pants. No! Oh no, and my chair! No! And the floor! What? Okay, never mind. That's not on the floor. What I saw on the floor was a scrap of leaf. But no, not my pants! Unfortunate. Now I'm gonna smell like chocolate milk all day. So traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection.
Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? I mean, he's Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't put it past him to put salt or pepper in his coffee. The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Ugh. It seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Why do they keep asking me if I want to press harder? We always press harder. Damn. Chalky Milk chose violence today. Nothing is safe. No, it's not. My pants aren't safe and my chair isn't safe. Oh, Jesus. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. That's what I was Oh. Dang. Thought we were onto something. In case you were wondering, the last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? Oh my god, he's such a fool! Press harder? Agreed. Agreed, Tiny Fox. We will always press harder. That is my motto. Never stop pressing. You can quote me on that. Whoa, what the, oh my, ow. Should I be grateful this coffee's only hot enough to give me first degree burns? I was wondering. I was like, is that man just burnt now? to a crisp. The victim and Godo have something in common. They both love coffee so much they're gonna die over it. Exactly. Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a look. Take a good look at the rim. Oh, yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this. Oh, why are you chugging that? Oh, I didn't like that. Didn't like that. Please calm your Adam's apple down a little. For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Oof. Not looking good for us. That's straight up assault. How is Godo not dismissed? Because this is Phoenix Wright, and this game loves to torture him with absolutely no punishment whatsoever. Upon further investigation of this cup, we've found a certain chemical substance. Potassium cyanide. There it is. Let me move my mic a little bit, because I'm moving around, I'm squirming. Potassium cyanide? I've heard that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's, well, that stuff's lethal. Eat too much in your history. How much is too much? That's a good question, Maya. A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to skip forward like that. Banana poison? Exactly, it's banana poison. You're totally right, Tiny Fox. 0.2 grams? How much is that? What do you mean, how much is the... Maya? Okay, you know what, actually, she grew up in Korean village learning channeling techniques. Maybe she's not good at maths. You know when you swab your ear for earwax? Yeah, about that much. Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. Ew. Why are we talking about earwax? Why did this have to be a fucking plot point we've gotten onto? Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive. Oh, what was the motive? Some kind of a motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown away out of proportion. Objection. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another. Huh? I don't get it. Neither do I. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Oh. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Ms. Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. That's a lot of money. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Stop asking me this question! The answer is always going to be press harder, hello? Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Ha! I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. No! Maggie! Maggie, no! No way! Someone slipped it in there. I don't think she'd steal it. What? Oh, Maggie, please say it's not so. Say it ain't so! Order, order. Huh! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. I'd better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Oh, the judge wants the ticket to himself. He does totally want the ticket, Stephen. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too. But it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. Godo Dilf Hunter? Confirmed? There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules. Oh God, please don't steal the ticket, Judge. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money. So he likes dilfs and gold diggers. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final, decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Oh, ew. That looks... ugh. That looks dirty. Wow. That's not the cleanest apron I've seen, so true, Maya. That stain looks like... it can't be blood, can it? Ha! It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about that. This apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. What? What do you mean? Do you not see the bloodstain? The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison. In Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. Maggie's prints were on it? Oh God, Maggie, this is not looking good for you. What? Order! 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 The court will accept these items into evidence. Oh God, that's not good. This is not good at all. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godo. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Yeah, Godo. Why? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? No way. Is Godo colorblind? Can he not see the color? Oh, okay. Is it because he has these weird... He has this visor and it's red? He sees everything with a red hue, and because of that, he can't see the bloodstain? Because it blends in with the rest of the apron to him? Yeah, his glasses are red. He can't see the red on the apron. Oh my gosh. This game is smart. Godo is not straight. I rest my case, and you win that case too. You win that case, Tiny Fox. Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You don't need to be told. Just look at it. Well, detective? Could the stain really be blood? No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. Listen. Listen. That's not that bad of a punishment. There are worse things to drink. I have straight up drunk ketchup before because I like the taste of it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. I thought everyone knew what it was already. Why would everyone know? Oh, whatever. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They have all been clearly established. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all. Ugh, you really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe to the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. Testimony 2? Let's go. Just like my red tint. Ooh, you have red tinted glasses, Steven? Are they nice? Can you not see blood when you're wearing them? Or ketchup? The crime was reported at 2:25 PM by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. The judge says too. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So let the fun begin. Okay. I actually almost need glasses, which is funny. What do you mean you almost need glasses? You either need glasses or you don't, Reborn. Where's the almost in this? Press! Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched... my words! Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at them. And seeds. Seeds. Ha! It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. What the fuck? I guess not even the mighty Godo can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was far out my brain. So he was late reporting the crime. Press! How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. Phoenix! What the fuck? Bonk! What the fuck? Can we get a bonk, please? Can we get a bonk redeem in chat, even though it'll actually bonk me and not Phoenix? But you know what? Maybe I deserve it for his sake. I'm playing him after all. I would have loved to see Maggie sleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. What the fuck? Bonk! Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you. What the fuck? Oh, God, these games can be weird. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation. Whoops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? No, actually you're not. You're not blushing. Do the Ace Attorney games have, like, blush animations? I don't think so. That was pretty well timed. It was. Steven with the perfect timing. I'm on the line of needing glasses, but they don't give them to me because I can still see pretty well. Maybe when I get older, my eyesight will get worse and then I'll need glasses. Huh. I don't need... Honestly, I'm probably in a similar boat. I feel like my eyesight has waned a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to prompt anything. I'm still confused on why every time someone says Lamau, it's censored for me. Maybe you have a chat censor? Like a plugin or something into your chat extension or something like that? That's weird. I don't know why that would happen. Maybe Google it. We press again. He didn't have any? Are you saying that it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. Oh, mood. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. Am I? What onto something am I? Alright, we continue then, I guess. Wait a sec. Huh? Did I say something dumb again? I mean, always, but I don't think this time, Gumshoe. Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh. That. He's so let down he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's tablet. Tablet? Table? Along with the lottery ticket. It seems Mr. Glenelg visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? We always ask to hear more! What are these questions? Gotta head back to work now, have a fun stream? Thank you, Steven! And thank you again for the resub. I hope you, well, maybe not enjoy the rest of your work, but I hope work continues to go well and doesn't stress you out too much. And I hope the rest of your day is good. Mwah! Ask about the prescription bag. So what sort of medication was in the bag? Well, actually the bag we found was empty. Huh? Huh? Thank you, Phoenix. Oh my goodness, we're reading each other's minds. We're the same person. Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? That is so weird. Huh. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? No, we go back and we press the other thing. Back to the glasses. Because of that, I sometimes draw myself with glasses, but most of the time I don't because I can't draw glasses well. Why can't you draw glasses well? Well, I mean, personally, glasses seem fairly simple to me, but maybe that's just me. Hurry up, go through. No! Can we not press on the other thing and just press on the prescription bag? That sucks. Phoenix personally asks you constantly, at least he's trying to be polite about it. Yeah. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Hey! Yeah, you nailed it, pal! It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes. What? Excuse me? And what the fuck do you— Wow! How? Actually, you know what? I won't— Why do I ask how? This is Gumshoe. If someone is gonna unknowingly swap shoes with somebody, it's Gumshoe. Objection. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some with some evidence? Well, I'd love to if I had any. It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. We've got, like, nothing yet that we can... I think there was one thing where Phoenix was like, oh, I think I know where I'm going now. So I'm guessing I have to present at that part of the testimony. But other than that, we found kind of nothing more to present anything with. I want to see if there's anything more apparent. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items were accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh, yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole $1 with it. What a lucky guy, huh? And they're just going to let him get away with it? It's just $1, detective. I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with, and we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe. Be the dumbest you've ever been. Oh, that shouldn't be too hard for him. Alright. Let's look at the evidence. Article saying I was trounced. The doodle in the victim's handwriting of MC Bomber and Master Mask. And the writings. The job listings. The bad tasting lobster. The $500,000 contract. Oh, Jean's $500,000 contract. I was like, who the fuck is G? No, it's Jean. The scooter died of potassium cyanide, not poison cyanide. Blueprints of the crime scene. Yeah, so he died here. Okay. A photo from the scene taken in the kitchen. See, look how much of the table and stuff is obstructed. You could have just been standing there that entire time. The coffee contained potassium cyanide and covered in fingerprints. The lottery ticket has a small pocket with big stains. The cyanide. And the empty prescription bag. Alright, we try again. Let's see what we've got. Scary old man. They got seeds thrown at him. Nothing matters there. Poor Maggie passed out from the shock. How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officers got around to the time scene. At the time scene? My brain isn't working. The officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold. Took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. No, yeah, this is the bit where he was creepy. Not creepy. Don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, you are pretty red. You're not, but I can feel it coming from your body. He didn't have any identification. All he had was 58 cents. I think I'm onto something here. Now, what is this? See, that's where they say, I think I'm onto something here. What are we onto? I feel like this is where we present something. Let's save. What do we present here? No, it's this one. Didn't have any identification on him. So what do we do? I want to see if I can press this. That's not it? That's not it. Okay. I'm not sure where to go to here. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Oh, no, here we go. Now we present this. No? What do you mean No! There was nothing... He said there was nothing else missing from the crime scene. We found the lottery ticket and the poison. And there was nothing else missing. What do you mean this wasn't missing? This was left by the victim. Why? What? I'm confused. That's kind of an obvious contradiction if we've got something here. I don't know what to present here. Alright, let's try this. Let's try pressing everything again. Because usually you have to press more than once. Yeah, he had no form of ID on him. Yeah, how did they identify him? There was a prescription bag. With the victim's name from the medical records of the doctor who prescribed them. Nope, nothing new from there. Anything new from here? Isn't it possible? Yeah, it's possible that someone planted it.
Objection.
No, and we don't have evidence to back up that. Dang! Then what do we do? And then I'll press this again. Interesting, it's true that those two items were accounted for, but was there another lottery ticket? Only hope is they were so dumb they missed something obvious. I don't know what obvious thing they may have missed. What did they supposedly miss here? I'm so confused. Does anyone have any clues they can give me? Because I'm kind of fucked right now. Is this not something we present? Right now? Because they said it was, like, in the victim's handwriting, right? Like, why is this not something that they presume was left behind? Minecraft bomber. No! No, Con, not Minecraft bomber. The debt of $500,000, the owner of the loan is tender lender. If you look at the evidence, the answer gets pretty obvious. It's not! It's not obvious! What about this? Is there anything here that means to show that it's obvious? No, it's just the cup and the lottery tickets. Victim got this from the doctor before going to Trebian. The bag is empty. Do you... There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Maybe the bag? Oh, are they saying what was missing is the actual medication? Is that what they're implying here, I think? Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trebian. Where then did the medicine disappear to? Oh, you are too cool, pal. Hell yeah, we're getting it. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far. Huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Oh shit, it could have been. Order, order. Well, Mr. Godo, what do you have to say to that? Ha! That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear... Oh god, what is that word? Otolaryngological clinic. Otolaryngological? Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godo? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bit of war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. Oh! Oh! Ouch! Ooh! Don't want to think about that. He ruptured his eardrum? If he ruptured his eardrum, why the fuck is he listening to the radio? Surely that's something to bring up, right? Then what on earth was this... My brain. Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? Dang, we got foiled again. It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Ugh. It seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No. Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Ooh. Oh no! I'm gonna save! Should we push or leave it? I'll leave. No, I'll push. Only moments ago, Mr. Godo made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Très Bien. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? Yeah, let's go. But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that that medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable. Oh. That's enough. Mr. Godo, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godo? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me. Yay! Nice job, Nick! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness. Ha! I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Was that successful? I feel like the medication still has something important here. Like, I don't even look at it from the standpoint of the medication could have had the cyanide in it. It's more from the standpoint of the man had the medication and now it's missing. So someone must have took it, right? So where is it? It was not found on her body. So where did it go? Did, Mr. Mr. Frenchman take it? Did the old man take it? Did the killer, aka fake Phoenix Wright, take it? Confusion. Intrigue. Mystery. Phew! That was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me. But he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurts this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Poor Gumshoe. So the witness... So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's going to be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me. Even those never-ending bird seeds. Time to go back in and keep going. We continue. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godo, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? I love the voice I give Godo. It sounds so sexy. Not to toot my own horn, but... Name an occupation if you don't mind. Oh, I forget what voice I gave this guy too. The name is Victor Kudo. Born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kodo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation? Ka! Listen, youngin'. How much gold do you think there is for a kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? That's what I do. Or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Oh my... Be nice, Phoenix! What the fuck? Now then, witness, where were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. Seeds? What do you think these are, I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Did I? Oh yes. Oh yes I did, I saw it all. Then please tell the court where all is. Sure, I'll tell you. I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. He is. I mean, good for him. The man's finally being honest and telling us things instead of, you know, throwing shit at us. The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Yeah, I'm sure you remember her well. You've got a maid kink, you fucking creep. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress. Ha! You're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with old-fashioned ones, Newfangled? All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away. This man's monologuing to a court that does not care. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination time! Time to press everything. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenelg. I wanted to know if Guts and Brawn retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there are partitions between the tables on the same side of the restaurant, right? So what if there are? If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? Ka! I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to either waitress? Yeah, you do. Freakazoid. We're back, gotta take a shower. Have a nice shower, tiny fucks. Crank it up nice and warm and get clean and comfy. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and cross every I. That's not how the saying goes. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. And I saw what the serving girl put into the Javachino as well. I bet I know what's coming up and something tells me I'm not going to like it. Press harder. Your Honor, we need more clarification of what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure. Stretch? Stretch I shall. Stretchy times. Oh, I needed that. I needed that very badly. And posture check? Sure. Gotta do both. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking up my mic while trying to check my posture. Alright. Let me just adjust my shirt a little, because it's getting a little uncomfy. Okay. We good to continue. Press. Thank you, Reborn. Did she really put that into the coffee? You doubt me, boy? She took out some She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? Sugar? In a small brown bottle like that? Like that? Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? Huh. A bottle like this, perhaps? Oh, there it is! That's the one! That's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Oh. Uh-oh. That's not very good. He took just one sip? Oh, didn't mean to press that. You youngins, you waste everything. Those Javachinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died. Okay. Congratulations. You have earned the title of Battiest Mantigrace Quorum. So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that's possible. Oh, yes. He slumped over without so much as a twitch. I felt the Javachino I just drank turn sour in my stomach. Oh, yes, I know that feeling. And the waitress? I presume she is... fainting? Yeah. You said, I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features? It's a disgrace, that's what it is. Sorry? You can see all the way up to her, you know. Dude, you're a creepazoid. I want him dead. She's practically naked in that uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the witness is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform. Even me. Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that from that image. Oh, Judge, you're sassy. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. Ka! There are other things I recognize about her, too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder! It's They keep asking me. I keep doing the same thing. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not. Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these are the features that you recognize about the defendant. I would ask you add them to the testimony. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, she does have a ribbon in her hair, though. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance, but what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face. Ka! As if I wouldn't remember that. The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Oh, interesting. Ask about the straps? Mr. Kudo, you seem especially interested in straps. Why is that? Oh. That could be pretty, funny taken out of context. He seems especially interested in straps. Well, what? The ribbon in her hair, the straps on her apron. What's the fascination? Fascination?
Objection.
People have all kinds of fetishes, Trite. We don't need to embarrass the witness. Oh, God. Did we even... I know it was a fetish, but did we have to actually confirm that it was a fetish? Why? Listen, you young upstarts. I haven't got some sick strap fetish. Is there any relevance to the witness's unusual love of straps, Mr. Wright? I was just curious as to why he was so fixated on the waitress's straps. I said I haven't got a strap fetish. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Very well. Continue with the testimony, Mr. Kudo, and make it strapless. Grumble, grumble. Do you think old CD really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. She makes a good point. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Alright, let's go back this way. Let's press this again, because I remember there was another part of the question. Okay, here's another thing. Ask about the back of the waitress. The identifying features you described are all the things you would see from the back. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Objection.
Ha! He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. But this is harassment. I'll tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. Ugh. We keep adding more and more testimony. So the eyesight, it's what the brain is telling the eyes to register. Yeah, that makes sense. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes? No question about it. I didn't come this far to back down now. Victor Kudo never backs down. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. This has turned into a matter of pride for old Seedy now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old Seedy really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. No, okay. So we have to figure out if he actually saw Maggie or not. What did I miss? We're trying... What you missed is that we're trying to figure out if Victor Kudo actually saw Maggie or not. Because we believe he only saw her from the back and not the front. Because he can't really identify any features from the front. So I'm curious. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea here. You know, one thing that would have been at the front? This part of the apron. Yeah, let's go! Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at this. Ka, that filthy thing would suit filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot. The smirk. He knows. He knows that guy's fallen right into his trap, baby. All of them do. But what? What is it? Ever since I asked you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. Huh? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Whoops! Oh, what a dick. Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this! Ha! Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial in our hands. Listen, Trite. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Ms. Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger... what burger a customer wanted. He can't remember? Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. Ooh, testimony again. Let's go. He was another of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Jarvachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Now, what from that can we present there? The testimony we have just heard... The testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh, yes. I hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything. How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Hell yeah, it is! Pressing time! Spectacles? Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Godo's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. He had a newspaper in his hand. Let's see. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? That young hooligan. I nearly asked him. Can't you even read without fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Brawn retained his championship title. It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you just buy your own? What are you looking at me like that for, Oh, okay. Oh no, I'm getting hit with seeds. Guts and Brawn got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. The young man was listening to the wireless. I feel like this is the bit that fucks him up. But I'm not sure. The wireless? The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. It was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What do you look at me like that for? How do- oh, okay, he's hitting me again. I'm gonna get bruises. I'm gonna save something here. This may be where I fuck up, but I want to try something. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, we get it. I was wrong. We load. Alright, next one. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe. What does it matter if I saw her from the front or from... Oh, okay. Nope, he's hitting me again. Nice job. I better not push it until I've got some hard evidence. The little fidget picked it up. His free hand? Yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before, Glowfizz? I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron? He's hitting me again. My god, I am dying of this. Huh. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Yeesh, I was only asking. You need to gang up on me like that and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do. Even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake and he's ours. We haven't got one mistake. We haven't got one mistake. Where's the mistake? Where's the mistake? He had a newspaper in his right hand and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. Maybe we present the paper now? Maybe? No? Okay. The witness's statement is not faulty. At least not with that piece of evidence. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Let's look at this guy's profile, okay? He was a programmer. His left eardrum ruptured the day before the incident. Maybe I present this? No? I feel like why would he be listening to the wireless if his eardrum was ruptured? But I don't think there's anything to do there. So I'm not sure where we go from here. The serving girl brought over the Jarvicino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. This is interesting. 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 Now that doesn't make... Yeah. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Oh, well, get ready to do that, buddy. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Ka! What is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. And if the victim was holding it like that and drinking it like that, then he had to be holding it in his right hand. Is that correct? Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. Yeah! We got it! But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Ah! Yeah, sing, bitch! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from. Wait! Oh no. What? What do you want to say? If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years I have. Can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. Yeah, no, I don't think I will. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Godo! Really? We have to do more testimony for this guy? Oh, Jesus Christ. But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand. Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. Can we? I don't think so. Another one. Third time's the charm. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. And now this is where I bring in the eardrum. Right? We know that the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye. It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers. A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work. HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me insane. But they don't matter. Did I say letters? Letters. Wait, is his name Victor? Yes, it is, Reborn. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth. It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. And those are the facts in good old black and white. But now we must cross-examine. Oh! This takes forever. Alright, we save. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. So the victim was wearing an HMD. HDTV, okay. HDTV, CD, DVD, what does it matter? It was none of them actually, but anyway. And you're sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side? No question. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. From the opposite table, he'd only have a view of the side of the victim's head. Okay. I'm gonna take the risk and present this. Him. Yep. Oh my gosh, I think I got it. I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there is something very strange about your observations of the victim. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD. No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting. I don't think so. What did you say? You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Yes, baby! Eh? Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear. Is that true, Captain? It is. Pigeon! Pretty pigeon! Is he singing the pigeon song? Order! 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 This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godo? Oh, a single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Captain, are you calling me a drip? This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows that the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand. Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched it to his left. That's what the old man saw. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. And the facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this. Oh, not the chugging again. Sadly, Mr. Godo, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory is credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless. Ugh! Hell yeah, we did it. I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. Yeah! Oh? Wait! No, there's more? If we stop now, where does that leave me? Leave you, Mr. Kudo? Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now. How is your bad memory my fault? I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else the court should know. Oh my god, what? What should we know? There's more? To be perfectly honest, I might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark. But me? He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook. I'm sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the Javachino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man. Are you? Are you? I think you're a mouse at this point. That's enough, witness. I believe it will be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony. You bet. Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening. Ha ha ha, you better get ready, youngster. I get the picture, just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? Does he just have an endless supply of seeds? How does he just keep throwing them at me? Does he never just run out of them? Does he pick them up off the floor and throw them again? He's got to be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. What the hell? My mind is connected to phoenixes. What the fuck? What is this? Testimony number 4? 5? This is fucked. First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. Then why the fuck are you doing it? The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, No? What does that turn upside down? Is that all? Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Eh? You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor defenseless old man? No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what, probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy. You're a bird brain. That's why that's all you can think of. Very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. What do we do here to disprove this? There's nothing to disprove here. Who cares if this happened? This is fine. We're just destroying this man's credibility. Actually, no, we're not. He's doing it himself. Hello? Dead Pixels! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello, everybody! Welcome to the stream! Dead Pixels, how are you doing? How was your stream? Hopefully, the shout-out should come out in... There we go! They've been streaming some Super Mario... Ooh! Super Mario 64? How's that? I've never played it. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Zeph. We are currently at our wit's end. In a case of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Far out, that's a long name. We're currently cross-examining the 4th or 5th testimony of an old man who has no credible memory. Oh, look. Oh, that was bad timing for my bot to bring up my throne. Anyway, hello. How was the stream, Dead Pixels? I hope you are having a good day and had a good stream. First of all, I want to stress this might be nothing. Then why are you saying it? Press. The court generally prefers if witnesses are sure of themselves, Mr. Kudo. I'm sorry I had to pause your stream to avoid spoilers since I haven't started PW3, but I hope you have a good stream. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. It's like, the spoilers aren't large. This is a very middle of the ground case, so I'd say you've probably reached the most spoilerless part of the stream. But thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so much for coming, and I hope you had a really good time with your game, dude. It's always nice to see you around. Noisy brat. Ugh, this man. I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't beat me with this testimony. This is the final battle. Ow! Oh, he's hitting me again. Because he's chucking those seeds harder than ever. I better be careful. One of these seeds is gonna, like, knock his eye out or something. Or stuck up his nose, or go into his mouth and choke him. Pixels played the Spamton mod for Mario 64 and it was a nice time. What is the Spamton mod? I didn't know Mario 64 could be modded, or was modded. What is that mod? Also, hello Tasty Fish, I hope you're doing well as well. Welcome to the stream. You play as Spamton. Who is Spamton? I wish I knew, I'm sorry. Come on, Nick, nail him. Spamton is slowly taking over. I don't know who he is! Spamton from Delta... Oh! I've never played Deltarune. I've never even finished Undertale. Yeah, I've never played Undertale. No, okay. That's not true. I have played 5 hours of Undertale. My experience with playing Undertale is... I played it on my laptop, and I didn't understand how to use the keys to get to the mercy button, so all I did use was the fight button. So the first thing I did was Killtorial. So first of all, not good, And then I got so heartbroken over killing Toriel that I restarted the game. Then I finally figured out how to use the mercy button. And then I got so far as to Papyrus. And then I couldn't beat Papyrus. And then I gave up on the game. That is my entire experience of the Undertale franchise. I have seen playthroughs of it. I watched Markiplier's playthrough of the game. But I don't remember a huge amount of it because it was years and years and years and years ago at this point. But no, I have never finished Undertale. I don't think that even counts as like halfway through or even a third of the way through. I maybe got a quarter of the way through or something, or less, a fifth. But no, I have barely gotten into Undertale and I want to get into Undertale so bad. It looks like such a good game. It looks like something I would really enjoy. So at some point, I do want to play this game. I do want to play Undertale on stream. I think it would be really fun to do that. I think Undertale would be a great game to stream. Now you have more stuff to do, Zeph? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Undertale, I have it in my library. I have it bought, never finished. I should play it. And I absolutely will. And it will be on this channel. I can't see myself playing it just out of nowhere. Because what I like... The point of the games I stream is that I like to stream story-based games and share the story with everyone. Especially people who can't buy the games and access the story themselves. And I want to also share how I react to those stories and how I feel about those stories, especially when they're very choice-based. Like, Undertale doesn't have the same butterfly effect as, like, the likes of Life is Strange, but it definitely does have, like, the genocide route versus the pacifist route, stuff like that. Like, there are different endings. When I played Undertale, I played as Temitown, or what? I played as far as Temitown. I think I got to Temitown? Maybe I didn't. Where's Temitown? Is Temitown before or after Papyrus? Because I did give up Papyrus. Gonna play it right after Slime Rancher 1 and 2. Honestly, I might. There are a lot of games that I have on my list to play. I want to play House Flipper on stream. I want to play Stardew Valley again on stream. I want to play Guild Wars 2 on stream. I want to play, Fallout New Vegas on stream. I would love to do that. There are so many games, and they're not even, like, specifically mystery games for Mystery Mondays, but there are so many games that I just want to play on stream, and it's overwhelming. I wish I had more days free, because then I would love to play it. Is it after? It's in Waterfall, so after? Okay. So, I probably just know Temitown from, like, the memes or other playthroughs and stuff. I didn't get to the town then. But I love Temmie. Temmie is a good boy, from what I know of him. If you stream Undertale, I'm gonna be talking a lot, because I love that game. I have a best friend who absolutely adores that game. One of my friends. And I had an idea at some point to play it with her in the fact that she could be, like, my tour guide for the game. But at the same time, I think experiencing it myself would be really nice without someone else there to, like, guide me along. I'd like to explore everything, like, myself in my own time and stuff like that. Oh, obviously with chat. Chat can tell me whatever they want about, like, Easter eggs and stuff I should do. But yeah, you've all convinced me. I guess after Slime Rancher or Diamond and Pearl, I'll play Undertale. Alright. Y'all better hold me to that if I don't. Okay? It's a deal. If you can't see me, I'm pinky promising the mic. I'm wrapping my pinky around the microphone to pinky promise. Chat. This is my promise to you. You play Undertale next. We press again. The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo. I know that. I was just setting the mood. How else am I supposed to build up the suspense, The suspense? Yes, now what do you think? Should I work with the audience a little bit more? No, please continue, Mr. Kudo. As quickly as possible. Thank you, Taserfish, for the head pats. Thank you. Love me some head pats. Alright, Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the young boy slumped over the table and... I don't understand what I have to present here. How do I finish this part of the testimony? A vase, you say? Yes. There are vases on all the tables at that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over. Well, he's right there about the vases. I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. What? Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Why did they animate jiggle physics for his nose? Equality. They don't animate jiggle physics for the boob, but they will add jiggle physics to the nose. And that is feminism in progress. I'm sorry. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase? Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How'd you really define... Okay, I get it. I heard it break, and the sight of it is burned into my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got soaked. Okay. Soaked in water, you mean? Yes, it splashed me on the knee as well. It splashed you on the knee? How close were you to this table? You said you were sitting at the table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you? It was cold. I clearly remember it splashing me. Did the water really make it all the way across to the other side of the room? No, I don't think it could. You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking? The vase turned upside down, and my testimony's turning this case upside down. It's a joke. I just wanted everyone to hear it. What do you think, Captain? I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Kodo hasn't raised any objections for a while now. So, you young show-off, with that scrap of information, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and admit defeat. He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya. It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me. It's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, young'un. I guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge, then. It's this bit. I can tell it's this bit that we have to present something, but what the fuck do we present here? Maybe the coffee? That wasn't coffee. The photo of the crime scene. Oh! Yeah, just the photo of the crime scene. He didn't knock over the vase. Oh, this is obvious. What the fuck? Duh! That was easy. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene. So what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Huh? Lost your tongue, Granddad? Oh, sassy. I'm no granddad of yours, hopscotch. What? Okay. Thanks for the seeds. Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night. Ah! What is it now? I just remembered something. Yes? Go on. A broken vase. Haha! It was on my table. Oh my god! This old man! What? Ah, well, you see... It startled me when that young lad collapsed. So I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean. The vase on your table? Ah! Yes, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Oh! Why did we have to know that? How did you see him collapse? He was across the... He was at this seat. We've identified that when the man died, he was here. So he did see him collapse. They're all just absolutely dubious. Oh, the complete silence. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Alright, I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo. Holy shit. I thought the old man is X-ray vision. I understand. I didn't know that there were any tables on the other side, because we didn't see them. But yeah, he was over there. He wasn't at the other table shown when we, like, stand in that room. Ah! Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to No. No. No, I refuse! I refuse! Please, God! Oh, yes! I remember something else! Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. Oh, thank God! Wait! Listen to me! Oh, thank God he fucked up. He has more C's to throw. He does, but they're not gonna let him throw them. Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I am still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece which was inserted into his left ear. Fuck. Of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. There is one more thing before I call today's session to an end. One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement. Oh my God, we've got another poem from him. Okay. You may each have a copy of it if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Godo's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godo's. Yes, Your Honor. Victor's testimony. When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Oh, this fucking idiot. I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. This court is adjourned. Ugh. Took long enough. Holy shit. That man just kept on coming. Would I like to save? Yes, I would like to save. Part 3. Investigation. We go again. But we don't, actually. So we go back to the title screen and finish up. Witness testimony. Oopsie daisy, I did a fucky wucky. Exactly, Taser. That's exactly what's happening here. Oh my God. But yeah, I think good place to end off. This was not the longest stream in the world, but I think it's still a nice place to finish off, methinks. So yeah, we will be heading out of stream. Oh wait, let me turn that music off. There we go. That was good. That was good. That old man was annoying as hell, but, and also I feel like we got nowhere, but, it was a pretty good, it was a pretty good. I still have no clue where we're going to go from here, but that's not really a big problem. Bye, Kelly. Oh, bye, Con. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the stream. And thank you for the subs and the followers and everything. So let's see. Whomst to follow on this day? Ash is streaming again. She's checking out an open world alien game. Does that sound like something we would be into? Open world alien game? Oh, it looks cool. Hell yeah. Alright. Be rating Ash again. Because we send big love to Ash. What's it called? It's called the Eternal Cylinder. Which is fascinating name. Just needs a playlist for their stream music? Do I? I mean, I do have that thing where I can play Spotify, but also whatchamacallit? It's, I have Spotify, but I have it so that, like, it doesn't play on the VOD, but I haven't used it yet. But yeah, we will raid Ash today. Raid Ms. Oh, that's not how you capitalize that. Ms. Ash rocks. Ash is a super nice streamer. I love her so much. Give her lots of love, lots of support, and yeah, give her lots of love. But thank you so much for giving me a lot of love today as well. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Dead Pixels. I'm sorry that you can stick around longer, but spoilers are spoilers, and I'm not gonna make you stay. Thank you so much for the subs, and just thank you everyone for chatting and just hanging around. It was really nice having everybody here. So I will see you on Friday. On Friday we will... Thursday. What the fuck? On Thursday, we will be playing some more Slime Rancher. We will be on part 2 of my replay, so that'll be fun. Your music is so calming. It's the music that I use in my starting, be right back ending, and just chatting scenes are all pieces of soundtrack from the game Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky. So check out that soundtrack because it is a great soundtrack. But thank you everyone so much. Goodbye Tiny Fox, goodbye Reborn, goodbye Con. Thank you. If you want to follow me on my social medias, feel free to do so with those 3 links. Or if you want to join my Discord, feel free to follow that link. We'll be having a movie night at the end of the month for Halloween. But thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.